307 hours since we started this crusade. We're continuing our path to the King of Rats on the Europe server. The system remains the same, taking on work one step at a time by doing the step with consistency even when it gets hard. Favorite kill this week against a spear with similar IP after I overcharge. A few things to keep in mind when fighting one. If he uses dodge roll, go for grudge and don't use boots if he has cripple on his W. Especially when you're both waiting for your finisher combo. My case, I got lucky he uses an undead cape, which gives me enough time to get the kill. If you played against a carving with similar IP and missed Walker Jacket, you already know that your chances of winning are lower than 50% if he uses his combo right. He doesn't use his purge to clean my boots and wait for his cooldowns, and he doesn't time his Windwalker to stop my finisher with E. My lucky day.
Rooms are but pieces of a puzzle.
If you play this game long enough, then you should know when to show some respect to a sweat lord that has more than 500 IP on you. This battle braces doesn't take into account my soldier boots and damage, and he tries to steal a juicy wisp in a tier 8 epic mist. Afterwards, I find he's a French streamer which I haven't heard about, and he reports me for sniping or cheating. Welcome to Albion, guys. Maybe I should also start streaming. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions regarding the game, feel free to ask, I'll respond to everyone. Playing awakened weapons with low mobility, it doesn't always pay off. I got greedy for an awakened dual swords and lost my second awakened 6.4 on the Europe server. If you want to bank, make sure you stay away from the camps while looking for PvP. When high mobility builds get the Wisp, it's pretty hard to catch them. And the Wisp, usually you have to choose to either get the Wisp or try to get the guy. He gets the Wisp, so I go for his life. He eats my cultist skull, so the fight is won easily. Another round, another hero. This guy engages me without taking the time for inspect. He eats away my laser and cultists, so I win this fight pretty easy. If you're a main dead giver, keep in mind to first inspect and check the build. This applies for everyone, better be safe than being sorry. These guys don't seem to learn. Second third Dagger this week that loves stealing my Wisp and eating my cultist. Another easy win for our bank. If you're not a sweat lord with high mobility build, a spider that's near a camp should be the last thing you're doing. Our cursed brothers learned it firsthand, giving me the chance to finish the spider myself. If you use higher tier gear or want awakened weapons, you won't always find fair prices in the markets. For this reason, I looked for and found a main crafter that gives me better prices than the other guys. If you need gear, make sure to give Arsey a message. I'm sure he'll craft for you cheaper than the market. Just tell him I say hi. It seems that SBI left me this week, most likely my RNG bar filled. So I received a legendary chest with a 7.4 Martlock cape and 3 million loot. After I manage to sell them, I'll get around 6 to 7 million. GG SBI. As you already saw in this video, I'm trying new builds to see what can work in the Mist if you have enough spec. The first juicy kill I got with this new build was against a Blight staff. The rotation is pretty simple. You press R, then stack Q 3 times, press boots and finish with E and helmet. Nobody will expect your 150% damage boost, as this build is not very popular for the reason your only defense is your potion. For this to work, you need experience in playing cursed and have spec in your gear trees. Another reason I like this build is the speed with which you can dismount someone if caught in your range, and also the mobility. Unfortunately for this guy, I saw the spider before he mounted up, so I took his life and cashed in the spider.
Which goes, thank you.
This week I also met the King of Sweaters on EU. He caught me off guard while I was checking a wildfire. 2000 IP carving. Not enough time to react due to low mobility. Nice to meet you, brother. Haven't seen many in the mist. A pair of claws doesn't expect the damage from my crypt with purge, so I take another kill home. Just make sure to time your potion at the beginning so that he doesn't shred too much before you put some Q stacks on him. Haven't seen one since watching Goldstein old videos. A Bedrock Mace steals the Wisp and uses his boots too early. I catch up with him and cash in his Gatherer build and the Wisp.
Which ghost sent you? You don't shy away from peril.
At the moment of recording this video, these are the specs I managed to get so far. By applying what I know, what I learned from others, and by practicing, step by step I'll become the best for at least one aspect of this game. If you want more tips on how to win more, check out the video that I left on the right, and remember, always and forever, better support wins.